Hello and welcome to this ALTTP Randomizer daily race today on Speed Gaming 2. We are watching an open fast 6-6 race today, which is 6-6 crystals need to open GT and kill Ganon, and fast meaning that you do not need to complete Ganon's tower to go kill Ganon. So the ult to Ganon's hideout is going to be open already when the racers get to the Dark World. My name is Arturil, and I will be your commentator today for this race. And on the tracking, we have Person Kid 2 and Professor Pixie, who will be clicking the buttons behind the scenes. The race should be starting in a few moments here, and then we'll be going on. So it's an open seed. We should see a lot of divergence here. People going South Shore or maybe Kakariko Village directly. We'll see what they choose to do. Here we go. So we're started with Link's house. We have a piece of art. All four of them are starting Link's house, and we could see it in the Light World. We have 3 crystals, and Desert Palace and Tower of Eastern and Tower of Hera with the 5-6 crystal. Desert with the normal crystal, so it's a good start for them. That will make the seed a little bit faster. These 3 pendants doesn't require 3 crystals, and the Light World doesn't require as many items to be completed. So we will probably see them try to do these as fast as possible. And as a rep today, and there's a sword in the chest there. Well, that's the beginning package. That was fast. But that's gonna help out make most of these dungeons accessible early on. Firstly, if they're not too familiar with dark rooms. And then we are seeing them going toward escape, so it seems like all 4 of them will be doing escape right away. Also, I'll have bombs, which is gonna help a lot with escape. You could almost say that, Richard, that it is the Denwa start. I mean, the land and the sword right away. Just missing a shield here, and that would complete the package, right? But let's see what escape has for us. In any case, good choice starting with escape, considering what they found already. So we are all seeing 4 runners go through escape. They will most likely grab Zelda and do the back unless they don't find a key. Which is possible that the key is in the back of escape, which would make all of this out of logic. So we'll see. It's 300 rupees in the card chest room. That's good. That's the nice beginning for Zora money, if they ever need it. What should be interesting here is what they decide to do after completing escape. Are they going to make it to the Kakariko village? Are they going to go all South Shore? That's going to be the question for all 4 runners. Where do we go? Oh, so we have a map here. That means that Bag of Escape has at least 2 items. Dark Cross might have our key. That's possible. Key is not in Sanctuary's chest. We have bombs here. We are seeing 2 of our runners death warping. Actually, 3 of them death warping to the entrance of Iroh Castle. Our other runner is heading toward Kakariko Village, decided not to do Dark Cross and go to Back of Escape right away, which Well, I mean, it's okay because the key might not be in Dark Cross, but you'll have to go back to Dark Cross if there's a knight in there, which will take some time. What do we have in the forest and Dark Cross? Dark Cross has sort of Ice Rod, and the forest mushroom spot has a blue mail. I hope for them they never need to use that Ice Rod, but it's possible they'll have to. Alright, so we have 3 runners with the Ice Rod, and they probably don't like seeing that. They don't want to go to Turtle Rock when it's a 6/6 as Ganon. Hideout drop down is 20 rupees, and we have a save and quick from area start here. Going to the South Shore instead of continuing to Kakariko Village. I'm surprised. You're right next to the village, why not go? Let's see what decide to do. Bush Crab was a piece of heart, so we will not be getting any money from that. And Lumberjack is a Grain of Burna, so Lumberjack is not necessary. We might still need Aga 1 for Dark World access, but we're not there yet. Still have quite a few checks to do. We're seeing our racers getting that blue mail, which is a nice find. However, that's gonna get a little bit more annoying once they have to death warp. Killing, I guess, not always on the table. And we have 10 bombs at Dam. At least they're not lacking in bombs, so that's good. Now they just need to fix their money problem, and then they should be fine with the rest for it. Only thing left here would be finding a flute and a bottle. That way they would be done with Kakariko, wouldn't have to come back until they have to do powder, which is easy to put with this chain at that point. Well, talking of bottle, here it is. Hey, now we just need the flute, and we're good. Ooh, we have a Master Sword. That means Ganon's Tower is now gone. Yep, Ganon's Tower is not going to be an obligation tonight. We have a second sword already, so they won't need to look for that. Rush again. I mean, it's 2 bottles now, and we are seeing areas start going to Ice Red Cave. While the Kakariko well is being checked. A Moon Pearl, that's good. That's one piece of the puzzle. I mean, now that they found the Moon Pearl, like, that's making it a little bit more... a little bit more possible. Here's a look shot on the vendor here, the bottle vendor. Not useful right now. That's not what we're looking for. We want mitts or armor. Well, we want both. Or titans. Yes, we did have a good bee in one of the bottles, so a nice little bonus for cash here. They will definitely not say no to that 100 rupees refound. And Slick Kid today has a green rupee for us. That's good. Area Stark is heading back toward Kakariko Village after finding only a Master Sword in the South Shore check. Area is also now pretty much orphan Aginas, so they get something to send them back there. We've seen before that progression could be there, so let's hope for Area that there is nothing there. The library is a 20 rupee, so nothing there. And then on to the race game. So the question now is, where to go after doing the South Shore? Do you go do the long trek to Agina, look for something there, or do you head directly to Eastern Palace area and check status closet? So we find myths though. We have nothing else accessible. Because the mountain would require the flute otherwise, and then back of this gate has the small key for Dark Rust, so we are not able to progress there either. We do need these gloves to get this up. Area getting the Moon Pearl. Quick map check on Hydra Power side. You see what the Light World looks like. And now we're seeing back all the checks that were done by area. Nothing new right now. Top Specialists deciding to go back through the sanctuary and not going to Link's house. Let's go see what Top Specialists decide to do. Is he going to check Lumberjack? I'm guessing that's what's happening here. You haven't found the gloves yet, no. I definitely cannot go up the mountain right now. Right, so maybe a little bit of mistracking here from Specialist with these gloves. But Top Specialist is heading to the dam, while Area Stark is heading down toward the library in race game. We are seeing Katie doing Ice Rod Cave, and Hydra Power following suit. We know there's nothing in any of these spots, unfortunately. But they will do every check possible before they head to Aga 1. They definitely don't want to do Aga 1 if they can avoid it. Top Special is deciding to do Agina, so that's a new check for us. That's good. Let's see what Agina does for us. It seems like Area Stark 2942 has decided that Aga 1 is the answer today. We'll see a very early Aga 1 before even checking Status Closet in Eastern. No, going to check Dark Rust instead. That's... well, we talk about that save and quit to Sanctuary, and why not going to the Dark Rust before heading elsewhere. Now we see that it's coming back to Area Stark on this decision. Agina, nothing, just a blue rupee. We're seeing fake flipper checks from Kaede here in Hydra Power. So our Oboe as bombs. Nothing of interest. And he's bombing the Oboe for it too, which is funny. Hydra Power is heading toward Waterfall Fairies. This is not in logic, none of that is. Iria deciding to take a death here for Death Warp. We saw the cape on Hydra Power side in the Waterfall Fairy. I missed that Sigonite though. Shield maybe? Looks like we got a shield in that Waterfall Fairy. And then Ozora check. While Aria is heading toward Aga 1. So Aria is doing Aga 1 right away. Not doing any other check, decided that was the proper route to take. It is shield, and Zora has a piece of art, so nothing in the Zora area other than the cape. Which at this point we don't need. We already have access to Aga 1. Are we gonna go see Eastern before? Yes, we are. Hydra Power is heading to Eastern. That's good. That's more checks for us. Oh, maybe a little check on the island first, which was a shovel. Oh, chat. How many blue balls will we see from either one today? You can put your numbers in chat. Try to determine who's gonna be closest to our count today. While we are seeing Hydra Power bombing Sa's closet. Not checking the green pendant. Red rupee, piece of art, bombos. Bombos might be important. We will see. Keep in mind that they have to clear 6 crystals, so if both Mire and Turtle Rock are crystals, one of them is going to require a medallion. If only one of them is required, then they might decide not to go for the dungeon, so medallion might not be required. At this point, it's very doubtful that Eastern will have progression or enough progression to be worth it. So Agawan does seems to be the answer today for the seed. Top Specialist is already there. Decided not to deal Eastern without the bow, which is fine. Area Stark is getting closer and closer to that Agawan fight, so we will be seeing that right pretty soon. And Either Power is doing our checks with Payday in Eastern. So Red Boomerang there. Yep, that means that Eastern will not have enough items to make progression possible now. Or very doubtful, in any case. There's more chance that there's an item on the bus that they can find 2 items for progression, so we'll see though. We will see. Alright, and Area Start is about to start that Aga fight. So we are seeing 4 and 3 for the counts, very low counts for the blue balls. I hope for 2. And a reminder that the Agawan fight is seeded, so they will all get the same number of blue balls in that fight. Very equal for everyone on that. We're already at 2 blue balls, so I guess that might, unless there's nothing else until the end, I might be doomed with my count. Yep, definitely Eastern has no more items. Hydra is now has found the map in the compass, so there's 1 item left in the big key chest, but that's not enough for Darkward access. And we have, what, 4 blue balls on Agawan side now? I miscount there. Was checking what Hydra Power was finding. I think we're at 4. We must be. And that was 4. Hey, Chibi got it right on the spot with 4. We are. So this is why you see the hole in there. It's because of fast cannon seed. So it's already open. They still need 6 crystal, and there's our first glove and our first piece of the Dark World access. Let's see. We have Pendant TR, Green Pendant Swamp, and Pendant Thieves Town. Not too bad. TR is... Mire might be skipped simply because of the medallion requirement. And it's a red rupee in the big key chest of Eastern, so totally nothing in Eastern, save maybe something on the bus. But we need a bow for that, so that's not going to be for a while. Top Specialist, finding Agawan. And then Area start opting to head toward Thieves Town instead of checking Catfish and Palace Darkness. I would probably have elected to check Catfish. I have Since I was already going up here, these are interesting choices. Hydropower, checking Aquinas, most likely, and the ledge. The ledge has rupees. So we won't be grabbing that today. Rupee count is good. While we're seeing Kaede doing Agawan, we know Aquinas has nothing. And the specialist is joining Area Stark in the Dark World on top of the pyramid. Here we go. And what do we have in Thieves Town today? Art container in the C-shape house. Gonna probably dip Thieves Town itself, which makes sense. The vigilance the glove. We had a single rupee in the chess game. As I guess Top Specialist is gonna go up the mountain now. Well, Top Specialist does have access to the East Death Mountain, so I guess it makes sense. We're already in the Dark World, so well, they're a quick runaway from going back to the Dark World, the Pyramid, because of Agawan. So I guess it's fine. Area getting a shield. I guess that's two very easy shields to get on the path, unless you don't dip Thieves down, which is still a pendant, so it might be a choice not to do it. Hydra finally realizing that there's no choice. Either one has to be done. And we have a flute in Thieves Town, so that's interesting. No mirror though, to make it easier to activate it, but the flute is there. So that means the Mire area is still not accessible, but we're very close to it being accessible. So we'll need the mitts for the complete dungeon, so we will find them eventually. So Mire might be an opportunity here. If they find a Red King or King of Samaria, it could be a good choice of a dungeon to complete, depending on how things progress with items, of course. Alright, on the mountain, we don't have much so far. Piece of art inside Spectacle Rock, and on top was another piece of art, so nothing of importance here. Yeah, this thing is done. Why? Is there a problem? Alright, the big game for Aria. Let's see. I'm sorry, Professor Pixie, I'm bad at jokes. Very, very bad. Funny on my own, but rando jokes is not as much. And nothing yet found ration-wise since our glove on the pyramid ledge. Alright, we have a bow in on the mountain. That's good. That makes the Palace of Darkness and the Eastern Palace dip a little bit better, if you want to go that way. And Kaede joins our two other runners in the Dark World, while Hydropower is heading up to the Agawan fight. Gloves for Kaede, so they'll be able to continue. So this elect as well to save and quit, most likely heading toward the mountain. It is a lot of checks in the mountain, so comprehensible, but you're already in the dark world, so it was another possibility. Let's see what Ice Cave has for us. Red rupee, 10 arrows, piece of art, a single arrow, and 50 rupees. Well, that was a very sad Ice Cave. Oh hey, back of escape. Well, nothing in the back of escape either. That is, with us save the armor. We found our armor, so that makes things easier for K-Day now, for routing purpose. Less running around. Area Stark was probably gonna regret not doing this earlier, having run all the way to the village of Outcast, Thieves Town. But definitely that armor was hiding right under our nose all this time. Seems like Cup Specialist is gonna go to Eastern. It's a very quick dungeon to do with the bow already quick clear as well. They've dipped that part so they can just go to the boss. They do not have the mirror. They know there's an item left here, so I can understand why they're not doing pod first. Gaze. And we are seeing K-Days with the Eye Cave check already, and then Arya Stark activating the flute. Hydra power is done with the mountain, which had nothing much for us. Oh, done with the Aga actually, sorry. And going to check back of escape. We're kind of seeing checks we've seen before. So Top Specialist is gonna clear Eastern. We know the armor is not there in the midst. Midst might be on the bus though, that we don't know. But we know the armor is not there. There could be nothing at all in here too. But it is a 5-6 crystal, so it's not a bad thing to do. If they go to escape, the back of escape before heading toward the mountain, they will be able to clear Tower of Era as well. So that's going to be a second 5-6 crystal. And that's going to be access to the big bomb. So not too bad there. And K-Day is doing Village of Outcast stuff, getting the half magic from the decking, which I believe all the racers are gonna get. That's not the check most people miss usually. Hydra with the Eye Cave check, and Arya start getting toward the mountains check. So climbing up, Arya is gonna have the occasion to get to Era from there. Special says already done the mountain from the bow, so if he goes back up there, it's gonna take a little bit longer. Probably not until Dark World access through the mountain with the mitts. K-Day checking that to make sure that the lumberjack is nothing. It is nothing. We might not see the boots anytime soon either, since they are not required so far. We haven't seen Desert Palace though yet, so who knows, but with Lumberjack being a no, it's diminishing our requirement for boots. Alright, Top Specialist is heading to fight Armos Knights. Well, we are pretty much seeing the same checks from everyone else. So, meanwhile, I encourage everyone to follow our racers. Hydra Power, K-Day Rutawa, Arya Star 2942, and Top Specialist. Well, that is not the proper links, but please follow them still. And I want to thank our two trackers today, Professor Pixie and Pierre is on Kid 2 for tracking and their excellent work with keeping me appraised of everything that's been found, following 4 racers at a time. It's not easy, but give them a follow if you can. That's, yeah, never mind the links. But here we are, Armos Knight fight with Top Specialist missing the quick kill. So unfortunately, a little bit longer fight for that. And check of Spike Cave for Kaede, which was a piece apart. We see Arya start in Hour of Era. Another new check for us. So, and Top Specialist as our first crystal of all of racers. Under 30 minutes to get that first crystal. We have Araput here on Area Stark side. Small key being upstairs, so that's good news. Could be luck also in the basement. Might not need to do the basement at all for the item. Let's see what we find. Top Specialist is electing to go back in the Dark World, not doing backup escape yet. Oh, here's our small key. Well, that's less good. And the map. Aided with finding the bow. And Hydropower following in the Spike Cave. And we're about to see a Moldorm fight on Arya Stark side. This could be our second crystal amongst all racers. First for Arya Stark. Taking a bit of a push from the Moldorm there. And again, a fall to Moldorm. Moldorm is definitely living to its name today, with pushing Arya down twice already. Does not want to be killed. Well, third time's the charm. And for a bug net. There goes first crystal for Arya Stark at 32 minutes and about 30 seconds. And there's an item in the basement. I guess we will not find out what it is. And we have a dip of pod with Top Specialist here. Heading toward the Bullock side already. I missed what that first chest was, but looking at the tracker, it was nothing of importance, it seems. They deciding not to do the Aeropod skip, going up the normal way. Arya going back to the eastern, going into the eastern area for the first time. They skipped that when they went to Agawan before doing that part, so This is a full clear. And that's going to be their second crystal. With his turn, that's going to give them access to the big box as well. So not a bad play there. We have bumbos for everyone, but we don't know if we'll need that. Most likely we won't. Less likely to go to Meyer and do the rest of the dungeons. Although Swamp could be a problem. We'll see. It could be between Swamp and Meyer for what they decide to do, depending on the items they find. Hydra giving up on the Aeraput as well. So far, we've only seen the front of Pod. In front of Pod is, of course, keys. Lots and lots of keys. Which is normal. And everyone is doing what everyone else has done already. Save Top Specialist. So let's take a look at what Top Specialist is actually finding while KD is fighting Moldorm. And a Moldorm kill on KD's side for the Bugnet. Top Specialist getting more keys. And the first crystal for Top Specialist for KD here. Hydropower should follow soon. Alright, so where are all these people going after that? Okay, KD going for Spiral Cave, which makes sense. Area still clearing out Eastern, checking different chest. There's another key for Top Specialist. That compass. Well, yep, you can bomb this. Yes, you knew there was something in there, and it was just a compass. That sucks. But that means there's an item on Elma. 10 arrows, and the last key for Top Specialist. Here we go. Dark Maze and more of Eastern on KD's side. You see KD's decided to go for that red crystal. Hey, here's our big key. That was very late. There's 2 check left possible for Top Specialist. Unfortunately, Top Specialist did not get the hammer. Hey, this is our mitts. That is good. That's indeed good. It's too bad though. Top Specialist is gonna have to double dip Pod, while everyone else will not be double dipping Pod. I just hope you remember. The Top Specialist remembers to do backup escape. Top Specialist is gonna be so mad at the hammer being there. Nope, not that direction. I have to go the other direction. Go to the backup escape. Come on. It's not. And Era basement with the blue boomerang. It's nothing of importance. But at least hydropower mind is clear now. They know they don't have to go back to backup escape at all for the rest of the seed. In case they missed something. Alright, we are seeing both Katie and Aria finishing up Eastern, and Top Specialist doing checks in Village of Outcasts. Probably gonna be dipping Thieves Town as well. We know, other than the flute, there is nothing much of importance in this sector. that might send the specialist to check out Meyer Shed. So we know Meyer Shed will be accessible. It's gonna give them the information if they need the medallion or not. Because we already have Bumbos. We are flippers away from Ice Palace being logic. No red cane though, so nice quick kill on Katie's side with the Armless Knight. And Arya Star going for Pod. That's a good choice. Gonna find Mitz and gonna clear Pod right away. That's gonna be a third crystal for Arya Star doing this. And they're now Katie and Arya Stark are both at 2 crystal each. Seems like Katie is gonna head toward Pod as well. See the route going south here. Either Power electing to go back to Eastern, gonna clear Eastern. Well, Specialist is in T-Town, which we've seen already as well from Arya Stark's side. And I believe we found all 3 shields already. Well, that's interesting. So we have... There's our flute for top specialist. So if either Power and K-Days decide to dip into Thieves Town, they will get the mirror shield. And top specialist now going to the back of Thieves Town. Taking the Death Warp there, gonna exit and probably go to the dig game and route out to do Pipe Cave and the routes there. Top specialist should have gotten that armor first, back of his cave before doing all this. They were right next door. Kind of sad. Alright, so we are currently seeing checks we've seen from other racers on the side. They are clearing up what they can that's accessible right now. It makes total sense. That means we've seen all of this already. But that's why you are seeing them going back toward dungeons that they've either already dipped or we've seen, because they can clear them. They are easier dungeons to do faster than going to things that are not in logic right now. Well, like Skullwood, for example. They don't have the fire rod, so they don't really Skullwood right away. Same with Thieves Town. Thieves Town's being dependent. We might see the others dip the first 4. Well, they'll probably need to for the flute. It all depends on where that mirror flippers are. The flippers are totally not required. They could not find the flippers and still get their 6 crystals because they can fake flipper to ice bounce. But if that's the case, then the red cane is necessary. So the red cane is most likely going to be found before. But who knows? We'll see. Swamp Palace is still far though. It requires a mirror and flippers for that, so we know it's not time soon. While Ice Palace is kind of accessible now with the Bumbos Medallion and the Mitt. They could definitely go in there. They probably won't though. Most of them will most likely wait for that red game to avoid having to do the Ice Palace bomb jump and make Ice Palace faster to clear. But we'll see. We'll see what they elect to do after they've done these dungeons. We'll get to know pretty soon what Elnazor has as well. We know Elma as an item. While we see 3 of our runners into Palace of Darkness. It seems top specialists might be heading to back of escape now. Nope, still not going to the back of escape. I wonder if top specialists marked that off and now will not go back at all. It's such a quick check to do, particularly when you're saving winning from Sanctuary twice in a row now. Yeah, top specialist definitely bleeding time. I already done pod as well, so he's gonna have to go back in pod to kill Elmasaur. It is a crystal, and it's one of the easier ones to access in the list of what they can do. So definitely this is not helping. Where? Alright, taking the flute, going to the Mire area. Gonna check what the medallion is there. Gonna check Mire Shed as well. It's okay. Not necessarily routing decision I would take, but this is okay. It is quick for Mire, so we are definitely not in shape to open Mire. Let's see what Mire hides. Mire Shed hides us a mirror. That's great news. More single checks to do, and closer to Swamp Palace. But Swamp is a pendant, so there's not really any reason to go there. I've been talking about Swamp. Swamp is not necessary. I'm sorry, chat. It's a green pendant, that's why. You know, our 5-6 crystal has more and more chances to be necessary now. And this is definitely something I can see. Grasshopper, I couldn't tell. I am not sure if that is you or others, but yes, the top streams are having jittering issues for sure. A lot of pixelating. So, we have a dip of Desert Palace. Let's see if we require boots today. We do not. Alright, boots are off. I am sorry, chat. It seems like there is problems here on the live stream. Let's see if we can get someone to fix that. Alright, so Almazor fight on Area Stark side while we are checking Desert Palace with Top Specialist. Top Specialist can clear this dungeon. So that is good. That's going to be a second crystal. Top Specialist. Still need to go clear Era. We still don't know if the 5-6 crystals is important. So we will see. A piece of art. What else do we have here? Alright, and a kill for Arya Stark on Almazor. What does Elna have for us? Red Rupee, nothing important, and that is an item on Lamolas on Top Specialist side. Trying very hard to get killed by these shooters on the side. There we go, therefore, so I have to question Top Specialist here. Top Specialist has a mirror, and he's decided to Death Orb instead of just mirroring out to the entrance. I'm guessing he forgot. That's possible. Yep, it is definitely having issues. We are looking forward to see if someone can help fix that. So, area going to Dark Death Mountain with the mids. KD is doing the big bomb, which makes sense. While Top Specialist is finishing off with Desert. So, exciting checks here all around. I guess Kate is decided to check to go from TR top instead. That's a decision. And 300 rupees on Glenmola, so nothing there. Second crystal for Top Specialist. Joining the rest of her crew with their crystal count. KD being at in area being at 3, but Hydropower is about to be at 3 as well. So Top Specialist is a little bit late on crystal counts. He's still looking for that hammer. We know it's in the back of his cape, but he's been skipping back of his cape. So I guess we're out of luck there. And see. So this is our third crystal for Hydropower. Checking Dark Death Mountain, it seems like we had nothing in Pyramid Fairy. Unfortunate. See what else we find here on Dark Death Mountain. Super Bunny first. So piece of art and 20 rupees. I guess Oakshot Cave is our answer now. Technically, they could go into Ice Palace using Big Clippers. It's out of logic though. They could dip Skullwood. Skullwood could still have something. Everyone has elected not to do Skullwood so far. Hydropower just taking the dive and going to Ice Palace right away. We found that either medallion in Oakshot Cave and nothing else. So Dark Death Mountain was not the answer either. They did not check TR, so I don't know what TR medallion is. We're hoping that it's not a required dip, but we'll see. Well, Well, not sure if my voice is going through, but let's try. Um, there we go. I think we're back live now. Yes, so we are seeing Arya Stark in Ice Palace with Hydra Power in Skullwood and K-Day in Thievestown, doing the back of Thievestown. Top Specialist seems to have just finished Skullwood, so we apologize for the problems we've been experiencing here. Our trackers are gonna try to get on top of everything that happened since, and we'll be going with that. So, um, here we are. Hydropower is going for Machula. I guess they found the Fire Rod in Skullwood or Ice Palace. I am not certain there. While we are seeing K-Day going for Blind in Thievestown. So a small key there, that means there might be some big chests we don't know. Again, I apologize for these issues. It's we're gonna get on top of that. So a Red Cane and Thievestown big chest. Okay, that is something that will make Ice Palace easier on K-Day, which is good. Top Special is doing some of the mirror check with Graveyard Ledge. Nothing on Machula. But another crystal for Hydra. And Hydra is a crystal away from being able to go kill Ganon. Seems to be the closest of our erasers here. With these check. Of course, we know where the mirror is. It's in Myers Shed. So if ever either I decide to go to Thieves Town, get the flute, and go to Myers Shed, they will be in go mode. We are in actually no mode on our side. Wonder where these flippers are hiding though. That's interesting. Alright, so stream is gonna go down for a moment there. We're still trying to fix this. Just stay put and we'll be back.